If creating a winged eyeliner is really difficult and frustrating for you to do, let me give you some tips and tricks I recommend for beginners. Instead of going right in with a liquid eyeliner or a pencil eyeliner, I think it's easiest with a product like a gel eyeliner or a powder eyeshadow and a angled brush. A little more forgiving and overall just easy application wise. Having a small detailed brush like this with a nice angled edge is really going to give you that control and precision when it comes to creating the wing. First off, don't get frustrated if you mess up. Practice, practice, practice. That is all I can suggest. It's going to take some time for you to master this. And if you mess up, it's okay. You can take it off. Makeup is temporary. So I'm starting off with just the tiniest bit on my brush. Before you even begin, I really want you to study your eye shape. What's your goal with the eyeliner? Personally, with my eye shape, you can see I have a little bit of a hooded eye. That is my concern here. Also, the shape of my eye downturns. I prefer to keep the liner on the outer portion of the eye so I can get an elongated, lifted effect. The thicker you go with the eyeliner, the more lid space you're taking up. So if you have a beautiful eyeshadow look, you're going to add a thick liner, know that you're covering up some of that shadow work. So when I want a bold cat eye, I tend to do something lighter on the lid so then the eyeliner pops. Very important thing to note, keep your eye open. I know it's hard to do. I know you want to close your eye. I think it's easiest to just get close up to a mirror and just look directly in there. First, we're going to start lining right above the lash line, creating that line. Start out thin, and if you want to thicken it up, go back and thicken it up. It's easier to build it up than to take away. And see how easy that was? I love the gel because it's so smooth. It doesn't skip over the eyelid. Nice, precise line. And I can bring this in further, but like I mentioned earlier, I just want to keep it on the outer portion of my eye. It opens up and lifts that outer portion. Now, having an angle brush like this is great when creating the wing because you're applying pressure right at that point of the angle. And you'll see what I mean. Again, I'm keeping my eye open, especially because I don't want to put my wing over my crease. I want my wing to stay under this line here. So that way when I open my eyes, I'm not cutting into my wing. My wing is going to be there at all times when I close my eyes, when I open my eyes. And I think that's the hardest part where people get frustrated is when this crease comes into play when creating a wing liner. And you may have to play around with the placement. It's definitely trial and error, and everyone's eyelids and eye shapes are different. So I go in a very minimal product on my brush, and I'm starting right at the corner of my eye. Drawing a thin line straight up. Then when I create my wing, I'm starting down the line a little bit and just dragging that in. And then all we're gonna do is connect this piece and then fill this in. So when I have my eye all the way open, the wing is there. And if you were to do this with powder and you want to make it really black and bold, now you can go over it with a liquid eyeliner because you have a little bit of a blueprint from that powder or gel already underneath. All right, let's do the other eye. If you bring your line out too far or mess it up a little bit, you can see that mine kind of turns at the end. I'm just gonna clean that up with a little Q-tip. And it never happened. All right, I think we're done. Having the right tools and maybe just a little bit of patience and practice will make your eyeliner application overall so much easier.